Welcome back to the channel. My name is Abel and welcome back to Football Manager 2021 and Eastern Resurgence 2 with STEAUA Bucharest. Today we take on Astana away from home in Kazakhstan. It's the second leg of our Champions League playoff round, and if we can win on aggregate, we'll be through to the Champions League group stages for the second year in a row. We currently lead 3-1 after the first leg, so we have a good lead. Astana did get an away goal, and it was a great goal as well, so hopefully that won't be too costly for us. But if we can avoid defeat in Kazakhstan, we'll be through to the Champions League groups for a second year in a row. That's going to be the plan. And no matter what happens, there will be a group stage draw at the end of the video. If we go through, we'll have the Champions League group stage draw. If we do lose to Astana and go out, then we'll have a Europa League draw instead. Hopefully it'll be the former though. And as always, if you're enjoying the series, drop a like down below and leave comments. They're the best ways to support the channel. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then do subscribe and turn notifications. So last episode, we did win the first leg 3-1 Jensen with a great goal for Astana inside 6 minutes. Pavelka equalised not long afterwards and then gave us the lead on 26th minute. And then Amadou Silva with the third goal in the second half. So a good 3-1 win. Pretty dominant performance despite the early goal. Astana didn't offer too much more than that, but hopefully the second leg will go just as well. We did play one game off camera. It was an away game against Universitatea Craiova, and it was a disappointing performance in all honesty, away from home. But the first goal came about 20 minutes in the 20th minute, and it was Steaua who took the lead, and it was Martina playing a part in the goal, sends it up to Amadou Silva, who scores to make it 1-0. It was in the 20th minute. But Craiova equalised in the 28th minute from a set piece. It was cleared by Basiste Sourdogo with the ball back into the danger zone. We didn't clear it, and Hajduk equalised for Craiova. And that's how it ended. A 1-1 draw, and I think our first draw in the league this season. Yeah, that was our first draw. So we have won 3, drawn 1, and lost 1, which was, of course, that opening day defeat to Hermannstadt, which cost us our 54-match unbeaten run. FCSB, 5 wins from 5. They're going to be tough to beat this season. Hopefully, we can retain our title, though. Nothing else to talk about, really. There's been no transfer news. The window is still open for a little bit longer, but I'm not sure if there'll be any more signings, despite the amount of money we have in the bank. You know, I'd love to spend big, but unfortunately we still can't attract big players because of our reputation, despite the fact we've been in Champions League group stages and Europa Conference League finals. We just can't attract those big players, and I've been looking for loan signings, but they're just not good enough. I don't know if I'm looking in the wrong place, but loan signings just don't seem to be good enough. Like, Aranzo was good, Rosangelo Dahl was good when we had him in January last year, but I'm just not finding good enough loan players. No, I'd love to loan players from the likes of like Chelsea and Barcelona and players like that, but they're just not available to us. They just don't want to join us. So we'll make do with what we've got. It's still a great squad, and hopefully we can get through the game against Astana. Let's jump into it. It will be a bit of a shorter video today, but it is an extra video. So let's see if we can get through this second leg. Now, there is a few fitness concerns in the team, so we will have to make a couple of changes, one of which will be Costanza coming in for Zubile. Martin is going to come out of the side. I think we'll put Yorsa in midfield. Is he double-footed? No, he's right only, so we won't put Yorsa there. Cosmin Din could play there. He's back after a bit of a knock. Sheriff Hadu is going to start alongside Arland Alili. He's played in a few games here and there. And Wapaya is going to come in for Razvan Sibian, who didn't have a good performance, and neither did Nigar, really. I think we'll go to Silva up front, and we'll start Negoiscu on the right-hand side. So I think this is the team that we'll go with. I say, in terms of signings, I think we need a left winger. If we're going to get a good player, I think we need a left winger, because I think that's where we're kind of lacking at the moment. At the moment, Angoran's playing a bit further forward, and he's good there. I just like to get a natural left winger in there. But let's jump into the second leg here in Kazakhstan. Hopefully we'll avoid defeat and get through to the Champions League groups. If we are going to lose, let's not make it too heavy. I don't want to be dropped down to the Europa League. I want another Champions League group run, and hopefully if we get through, we can, you know, maybe progress to the knockouts once again, or stay in Europe, not the knockouts. That would be insane. But we finished third last season, of course, so good chance there for Astana. But yeah, we finished third in the group, so that meant that we dropped into the Europa League knockouts, which is probably what I'm going to be aiming for again. Sergeant Gorin making the run forward here, only 4 minutes into the game, and a chance for us to get an away goal here. And it's a good tackle in the end by Diarra. I just realised I'm doing encouragement shouts, and we're actually 3-1 up because the game thinks this is the second half. So I always forget about that. Always. They need to fix it for FM22. I just think that they really need to fix that. In terms of other stuff for FM22, I don't really plan on doing a video about it, but I just like a few sort of extra bits and pieces, you know, in terms of like flavour text and a bit of variation. Celebrations is one thing. I want to see pitch invasions as Silva scores the away goal and the 4th for us in the tie. Amadou Silva 1-0 on the night here in Kazakhstan. Yeah, I'd like to see pitch invasions. Like, if you're getting promoted in like the National League, you're not going to get confetti and fireworks, are you? You want pitch invasions and stuff. I'd like to be a bit more variety like that. And again, fix the whole two-legged thing, because it thinks it's the second half of one game. So if you're doing encourage going into the second leg, you're going to annoy your teammates. And you don't want that. Costanza with a corner here. 5 minutes to go of the first half. Here's Arlen Delili, who is starting at centre-back, of course, with Ruben Aranzo no longer at the club. So Alili has kind of jumped in to become that sort of starting centre-back. And not a good header there by Makaleli, who I just realised is starting at left-back. Karvic, I mean, it's fine. He's good. Karvic, though, has equalised for Astana. 1-1 on the night, 4-2 on aggregate. Not overly concerned. Yeah, Makaleli playing at left back because, of course, we're playing Ngorin a bit further forward. We no longer have Georgion or Evdikim. So, left back, we have got players there. They're not entirely proven because it's Makaleli and it's Checha Rodriguez, but hopefully they'll still do well. And half time, it is 1-1 on the night, and we're still leading on aggregate. So, I'm happy with that. Let's hope that we can go into the second leg. I mean, if we win the second leg, I'll be very, very happy. As long as we don't lose. I don't really want to be losing any matches. I mean, we've already lost one this season. I don't want to lose any more, really. Okay, we're an hour into the game. Jensen with a header into the hands of Zivanovic. I think we are going to make 1 or 2 changes. Nedelair is going to come out. Vitjurs is going to come in. Hasn't started the game for us yet, but I'm sure he will soon. And Gorin wins the ball in the air. Makaleli to Cosmin Din. And the South African left back with the ball again up to his African teammate Sergio Gorin. I say teammate. I mean, yeah, they're playing in the same team and they're both African. So that does kind of make sense. Well, it does make sense. Silva puts it in. 2-1. I mean, he's replaced Nigar today, who did have a bad game against Craiova. But Silva's got a couple of goals. We're past an hour. We're 2-1 up in Kazakhstan. 5-2 up in aggregate. I think it's fair to say that we're going to be going through here. Astana will have to score another 4 goals if they want to get through. And I don't see it happening. 69 minutes. We are going to replace Cosmin Din. We'll put Wapaya into midfield. We'll bring on Razvan Simeon. Good ball up for Wapaya. And Silva might get another hat-trick here. He's chipped the goalkeeper and it's off the bar. So close to a second hat-trick there for Silva. And it would have been in the Champions League once again because he got one against the New Saints in the previous qualifying round. Just about 10 minutes to go plus stoppage time. A third goal would be lovely. I mean, 2-3-1 wins would be really, really good. I wasn't sure how this would go because it's a long trip to Kazakhstan, but we've actually played just as well as them. And look like we're going to get through this tie and into the Champions League group stages once again. Wapaya. And Goran might get a goal, his first of the season, but it's a save by Stankovic. We are going to take off Makaleli for Checha Rodriguez. Make that third and final change. Just give Basiste the full rest for this one because he always seems to be jaded. I don't know why. Corner. It's going to come back to Costanza. And again, Kitolano heads it away. In the last 10 minutes, we should be home and dry. We are home and dry. There's no way Astana are coming back now, is it? And hopefully we can hold on for the win in Kazakhstan. 4 minutes plus injury time. Here's Negoiscu. He's got support in Costanza. Here's Yosa. And Costanza with a cross headed away by Simonovic. Jensen with the ball up for Murat. And he's taken it past Arlen Delili. And he's just got the goalkeeper to beat now. But it's a terrible effort. Straight into the hands of Zivanovic. 3 minutes of injury time to get through. We are looking like we're going to win the second leg. And we do. 2-1 on the night. And a 5-2 win on aggregate. 2 goals for Amadou Silva. Has put us into the Champions League group stages for the second season in a row. Fantastic stuff. Dinamo Zagreb are in the Champions League groups. They knocked out Red Bull Salzburg. Partizan Belgrade knocked out Rangers. Benfica knocked out Red Star Belgrade. And Shakhtar Donetsk with an away goals win over Celtic. So there you go. Another 13 million for qualifying for the Champions League proper. Excellent stuff. Now it's time to find out who we're going to get in our group. Now last season, of course, we got a pretty stinking group. Barcelona, Liverpool, and then Hoffenheim, the team that we had to take points from. And we did manage to do that. We beat them on the final match day to get through third place and into the Europa League knockouts. And Hoffenheim finishing bottom of the group. Liverpool and Barcelona, no way we would have caught them. And against those guys, we conceded a lot of goals. As you can see, 17 goals conceded in the Champions League group. And most of those were against Liverpool and Barcelona. So hopefully we'll have a bit of an easier group this time around. I imagine we're going to be third seeds again, but we'll wait and see. We are seeded third once again. So let's draw the first pot and let's see who we have. Oh, we've got a Dutch side in there. Interesting. Man City, the holders of the Champions League and the league winners, so the only English side in pot 1. Inter Milan won the Europa League, so they joined Juventus as the 2 Italian sides. We've got Real Madrid, we've got Borussia Dortmund, we've got Paris Saint-Germain, we've got Dynamo Kiev and PSV of the Netherlands and Ukraine. So they seem to have overtaken Portugal, who are not in the top coefficient clubs. Where are Portugal then? They're 6th. So how come they don't get a top seed side? So let's see then. So we have Juve and Bayern, who I'd love to avoid. Real Madrid and Liverpool, I'd love to avoid. PSV and Porto, we might stand a chance of getting through that. That's probably the best chance we've got. Inter and Chelsea, you've got the Europa League winners in there. I don't think we'll get through that. Dynamo Kiev and Atletico, I doubt it. Dortmund and Barcelona, no. Man City and Hertha. I mean, Hertha are multiple time winners of the Europa League. I don't think we'll get through that. PSG, Man United, we won't. The best chance we've got of getting through the group is Group C. Whether we get that or not, I don't know. But we're joined in the third seeds in the third pot by AC Milan and Napoli, Benfica, Lyon, Sevilla, Shakhtar and Ajax. So let's go for an automatic draw and let's see which one we end in. Juve and Bayern. I mean, that is just as bad as Barca and Liverpool, isn't it? Maybe worse. We've got the Italian and the German champions. That's not going to be fun. So let's hope for an easy 4th team, because again, we're going to be finishing 3rd, hopefully. There's no way we're going to finish 1st or 2nd. So we've got Genk of Belgium, who we have faced and knocked out before. We've got Fenerbahce, we've got CSKA in Moscow, we've got Dinamo Zagreb, who we have beaten a couple of times in Europe. We have Bayer Leverkusen, Partizan Belgrade, who we've knocked out before. Ludogorets, who I think we beat in the playoffs last season to get here. And Stade Rennais. So some sides there that we have faced before, some new sides. I'm not sure who I fancy here. Let's just see who it's going to be. It's going to be the first team out. So it's a 1 in 8 chance of whoever we get. And it's Fenerbahce. I don't know. That's going to be... That's tough. Is that tougher than last year? Fenerbahce Hoffenheim. I'm not quite sure. I think, again, like last season... The Fenerbahce games are the games that we're going to have to get the points in. Juve and Bayern are free hits, and whatever happens in those games happen. We're probably going to lose those 4 games. But the 2 games against Fenerbahce, we need to win the home game, and ideally we could avoid defeat in Turkey. But that is, again, a very, very tough group we've been given. There wasn't an easy group in there. PSV and Porto would have been probably the best case scenario, the lesser of 8 evils, if you like. There's no easy group there, is there? There's no way. I mean, Atletico, Lyon, Dynamo Kiev and Genk probably wouldn't have been terrible. But yeah, we've got a rotten group there. Probably just as bad as last year's. But again, Fenerbahce, they're going to be the games where we need to get the points. So let's look at our schedule then. So we've got Yashi up next at home. Then we have an Eternal Derby. And then we take on Bayern at home. I'm trying to remember how I did this last year. I think I did the first 2 match days in one video. So I think we did Liverpool and Hoffenheim in a video by themselves. So I think we'll probably do that again. Yeah, I think if we get through Yashi and Dinamo off camera, we'll play Bayern and Fenerbahce next episode. We'll also do the Kindia game off camera in between. I think that's what we'll do. So Sunday, we'll have Bayern at home, Fenerbahce away, the first 2 match days of the Champions League. And that game in Turkey, ideally, we can avoid defeat. And that will give us a good chance of maybe getting 3rd again and getting into the Europa League knockouts. So I don't really want to finish bottom. Like I said before, I don't want the rest of the season to be just facing Romanian sides in the league. You know, after however long in this division, just facing the same Romanian sides all season is going to get a bit boring if we don't have any European football. So hopefully we can finish 3rd, stay in Europe and be in the Europa League knockouts. But we'll give it our shot. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, drop a like down below and leave comments. They're the best ways to support the channel. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then do subscribe and turn notifications on. And next time we'll start our Champions League group campaign at home against German champions Bayern. And we'll also take on Fenerbahce in Turkey, a game that we will ideally try and get at least a point from to give ourselves a good chance of getting through this group, staying in Europe. But that's going to be Sunday for now. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Goodbye.